Got a wonderful place for you today to get creative and to do it inexpensively and in a way that helps the environment at the same time. What could be better than that? Mary Hans Miss Cheap has brought us to a really fun place.
Well, this is SMART. It's scrap-made art, and it's one of these places that it's been in business for a while in Berry Hill, and I was so afraid that it was going to close because they lost their lease. But they found a better spot. They're back open. They moved here in September, and there's some great deals. This is the kind of place for anybody who has an art or craft project and doesn't want to spend a lot of money getting their supplies.
The cool thing is everything is donated.
Everything is donated, so not only is it good for the artists and crafters, but anybody who has stuff to get rid of, they take things that would be traditional art supplies that you would think of, but they take some quirky things too.
Here's one of the most sought after areas for scrapbookers.
Well, it's about half of what it would be at one of the art stores. And not only have they got the sheets and a lot of the other punches and that kind of thing, but they've got wallpaper books that you could use to come up with something a little bit different than what you'd find other places. Another thing that they have good success selling here is the yarn and a lot of the traditional art supplies like paint and picture frames.
They have a lot of fabric as well.
Well, I've never heard of fabric being sold by the pound, but I love that. It's $2.50 a pound. You can cut it yourself, and that's a great deal for people.
Well, everything is beautifully organized here in these plastic bins with labels so you can tell exactly what is in each one.
Well, for example, if you wanted doll parts, I mean, here you go. I mean, when I said quirky, I meant it.
Check that out. Man. And somebody's donated all these materials, so if you were making a doll, there you go.
That's $1 a piece on the doll legs, and they've got doll heads and other things. But then there are things like this that, you know, what do you do with an Altoid container when you're finished with it? They can use it here. So this is a good place to get rid of stuff that you wouldn't know where else to get rid of. There are a lot of shells down here, seashells, the bottle caps. I mean, I just think it's really fun to look. You never know what you might see in here.
If you wanted to stock up for gift giving time, maybe even for the holidays next year, there's all kinds of ribbon and trim, gift bags for only 50 cents, and these have all been donated too.
That's better than Dollar Tree.
It is.
What I love is that they're game pieces. They're all baggied up for you, something like Scrabble, or you've got dominoes here. And then there's Legos. There are lots of Legos. You can donate things like puzzle pieces, like if you don't have all the pieces, they can use it here. And the same thing with game pieces.
Smart artists are using things like that to create mixed media pieces.
Right, like the Scrabble pieces for sure. But things like trophies. People call me all the time and say, what do I do with trophies that that were my kids that I don't need anymore? And this is a great place to donate them because all the proceeds here go to Support Progress Incorporated, and it works with intellectually disabled adults. And so this is really a good way to help them get you some art supplies and see some things you might not know you could use.
Well, I hear they're looking for greeting cards for a project they have coming up.
They are. That's something that the clients can work on, and they'll use them for gift tags. So that would be a good thing for people to look for and to donate, along with the other things you see here.
Just about anything an artist could use that you may have around the house would be a good donation. It helps you clean house.
Right, and I love finding a good match like this.
All right, so how do we find this place?
It's on Music Valley Drive near Opry Lane Hotel, and it's open Tuesday through Saturday. And I think people will like this.
I think they're going to love it too. Thanks, Mary.
Thanks. Stay cheap.